welcome to my voice. Okay, today's topic, we're going to be talking about HSV-1 and how I was diagnosed with it, basically. And starting back to October 2020, me and this boy, we were talking, we were seeing each other, basically. And fast forward to January, late January, early February, I found out that I was diagnosed with HSV-1, and I was like freaking terrified. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what to feel. I felt disgusted. I felt like I disrespected myself and he disrespected me in the worst way possible. And I cut myself off from everyone. I don't post on Snapchat anymore. I don't post on Facebook anymore like that. I literally just look at stuff on Instagram most of the time, or I'm reading a book off Wattpad. But when I was diagnosed, I was like disgusted in him, in me. Like, I was like, God, how could you do this to me? Like, I would have rather like had his baby than to have the virus. And it's just, it was like very overwhelming. Like, I just didn't know how to handle. More of the story, I just didn't know how to handle. And I cut myself off from like everyone. Like, I just like basically buried myself in like Chick-fil-A, in my bed, and my phone, and my TV. Spent a lot of money on DoorDash. Like, it was just like, I was very mildly depressed, I can say. And like, it was just like very, so much for me. And like, everybody would ask me like, am I okay? Like, I used to be like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I would get agitated easily. Like I've always got agitated easily, but like now I get agitated more and more easily. And yeah, it was just like this gut wrenching, like disgust, like this. I can't even describe it. Like, it was like I literally just wanted to like pull all my organs out my body and like die, or like jump off a cliff into the ocean like they did in Twilight. Or it was just like, basically, I just didn't want to be here no more. Because I felt as if my life was over. Like, oh my God, nobody's gonna want me. Like, everybody's gonna be looking at me nasty. Like, it was just like, all those negative thoughts were consuming me, literally. And I basically like couldn't breathe. So like, I shut myself down. Like, I just went to school, came home, go to bed at like sunrise, because I stayed up watching Against My Ass. Like, that's what my routine consistently was. I wake up in the afternoon, I get dressed, and I shower. And then I come in my room, watch NCIS till it's time to go to school. Then I go get some food, then go to school. Then come back home with some food, eat, and stay up all night. Like, that's what my schedule consisted of. And it still does. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm still a little depressed. And I still feel disgusted, disappointed in myself, and I'm not gonna cry. And I think it's okay to feel that way, because this is something somebody has given you with no warning. Like, it didn't even come freaking labeled, okay? Came unlabeled. And I guess that's really what hurt me the most, that I wasn't told about it. I should have been told. If he knew, I should have been told. And that's just that. Like, I really got comfortable with myself when I started watching other people's YouTubes and seeing how they live with it. And like, this one girl, she said like her sex life has been excellent after her diagnosis. Like, it just, her diagnosis helped her push away the people that didn't care about her, and like for the people that did care and love her to come closer and stuff. And yeah, and then this other girl, she was doing a Q&A with, I guess, like her ex, and it showed me that people can be negative about it, and they can also be like positive and okay with it. And like, not everybody is gonna reject you because of this virus. Like, and I started not to feel alone, because that's all. The biggest like emotion I felt was probably alone, and my eyes are teared up. And yeah, I just felt alone, and I don't like to ever feel alone. And yeah, then I watched this another girl. She has kids, right? Or a kid. And she gave vaginal birth. And she took antivirals to help the virus, like, basically downsize itself so that she can give birth in a healthy way and not pass herpes onto her child, which I respected. And there was this other lady that was married, and she has it, and she had gave it to her husband, and he was like totally fine with it. And he was like, this virus isn't my wife, like, my wife is my wife, and like, I still love her, even though she gave me herpes, which I knew she had, like, basically. And so, like, all these people that I watch, they are fully aware of their diagnosis, and they never once tried to blame it on anyone. And from what I've seen, and they have accepted the fact that they're gonna be okay, just like I have. Okay, they helped me accept the fact that my life isn't over. It was on pause, but it isn't over. And yeah, so I'm just gonna I have like this little thingy here to tell me exactly what HSV-1 is and how it is transmitted. Okay, obviously HSV-1 is herpes simplex virus type 1. Yeah, and it mainly is transmitted by oral to oral contact or oral genital contact. And it's also highly contagious, okay? Here's why. That I had a burp. Excuse me. It can either be on your mouth or it can be down there. And I have it down there. Thank the Lord. And like, I lost my train of thought. Freaking, I'm just gonna freak it. Okay. It's highly contagious. Yeah. Oh, and people. Dang. Okay. Okay, I know what I'm talking about now. 37.7 billion people have herpes, whether it's type 1 or type 2. I'm really not gonna go into type 2 because, like, I don't have it, and it's just more serious. And I don't want this to be like a very long video, so yeah, no. I just wanted to let everyone know that I have HSV-1 and I am content with the diagnosis. Very, very content. What I mean by content is I'm nor happy or sad. I'm just in the middle, and I found a place where I feel okay. I am okay with the news. Like, I'm going to be okay. Like, this isn't something that's going to stop me from reaching where I want to be in life. And I thought, like, maybe it'll pause what I wanted to do in life, but, like, it didn't. Like, it just, like, helped me realize that I'm, like, seriously going to be okay. Like, I don't know, like, being diagnosed with this, like, showed me, like, life is, like, very short, and I need to get this stuff done, okay? Like, I just have a whole lot of things to be thinking about and stuff. And the last thing I want to be worried about is my diagnosis. Like, it's just like the last thing I want to worry about. And I don't mean that in like messed up way, but I mean like I am trying to graduate. I'm trying to become a neonatal nurse. Like, I have so much stuff I want to be doing and I need to be doing, and the last thing I want to come home and freaking sit and think about is my diagnosis, okay? And I just don't want to feel like there's this big old ticket hanging over my head saying, hey guys, look at me, I have HSV-1, da da da. Like, okay, I just want to feel comfortable in my own skin for one, and I just genuinely want to be happy, and I want people to know, like, you're not alone in this. There's billions of people that have this. Like, you're not alone, and I'm not alone, and the next person isn't alone. And yeah, we won't be the last ones to have this, then we aren't the first. And I'm content, and like, I just want people to know, especially these people from Wilmington, to know that this diagnosis is not me, okay? I am not this diagnosis, and I don't want you to ever feel like you can hold this over my head, because like I said, this is my story to tell. This is not anyone else's. And so This is my coming out video. Where's yours? But yeah, like, you cannot hold this against me, over my head, anything, because like I said, I'm content, I'm okay, and I know, I feel it, I'm going to be okay. But more of the video, I just want to raise awareness that this is out here and it's not going away. And it's probably just gonna get worse over time. And you need to be aware who you're having sex with. Period. Like, you need to be getting checked. Like, I don't care whatever that person told you, like, go get checked. Seriously. Like, especially if your body is not as sensitive as others, because there's STDs and STIs that you can have and not freaking know you have it because you don't have symptoms. Your body is like trying to fight it off for you, and you don't have no symptoms to show for. And yeah, what else? Use protection. Don't try to make somebody feel worse about themselves because they have HSV-1 or 2. Like, just don't do it. Because, like, we're already beating up ourselves. And there's such this stigma around herpes, and no one wants to talk about it, and everyone's calling it nasty, this and that and third, and like, people don't even know what the frick they're talking about, because obviously they don't know cold sores herpes. Like, duh. Like, if you didn't know that, you shouldn't be talking about no herpes at all, period. Okay? And they definitely do not teach the stuff that we actually need to know in school. They go over the basics. They don't get into it. Okay? But I'm gonna get into it, okay? Practice safe sex. You get checked. Most definitely be aware of your body and others' bodies. And like, if you have it, disclose it. And if they can't handle it, freak them and move on, because they're not the only fish in the sea. Okay? There's many fishes in the sea. Therefore, be true to yourself and love yourself. Okay? That's all it is. That's the key to life. Love yourself and have confidence within you that you can get through this day, the next day, and the next day. Okay? I just feel like this diagnosis is really just a hole in the middle of the road. And now I have to swerve around the hole. Okay, it's the big ass hole in the middle of the street. Have to swerve around the hole. Okay, that's how I feel about this. I don't feel like it's something I'm gonna let take over my life. I don't feel like it's something that has already had. I just feel like I'm here. It's here. It's a it's the baggage of mine that will not go away. And I can't make it go away, and it's never going to go away. And so I have to accept it and throw it over my back and keep trucking. Okay? That's all you have to do. And that's all you really need to do. Is just keep thinking positive. Like, even if you know you're not going to be okay, just say, I'm going to be okay. Because that's like me. Like, I'm going to say it until I believe it, okay? if you can fake it, you can make it, okay? And I just feel like that's all that needs to be discussed. Yeah, like, yeah, be safe and be true to who you are, and don't let, like, your fears hurt you in any way. And also, stay in the doctor's office, okay? Get checked, okay? Even, like, if you have had sex with a condom, get checked. Get checked. That's all I'm gonna say. Because herpes is a skin disease, basically. Like, when you're having sex, your skin is like, okay, like, let's be honest, like, skin sheds cells, like, okay, like, whether or not somebody has a bump on them or anything, it can still be transferable if they're not taking antivirals, or if they're shedding, basically, or, like, even if they're not shedding and they're taking the antivirals and they don't have an outbreak, you can still get it, okay? There's always, like, a 40% or higher percent that you can always get it, whether you're using a condom, taking antivirals. You just have to be with someone who knows themselves, okay? Not a lot of people know themselves, okay? And what I mean by that, someone that knows their body, knows how their body reacts to things, like this, that, and the third. And just, like, all I can say really is just be in tune with yourself, okay? And be safe. That's all I can say. Good luck, guys.